Thank you for tuning in to the Pretty Misfit Gang Surgery Edition. So my name is Fatima Littlejohn, owner and CEO. I actually am 37 years old. I have 3 children, 3 girls, 18, 13, and 10. So I had gotten plastic surgery last February of 2021. I went to Santo Domingo. Tummy tuck, full tummy tuck cut, inside ad repair, 360 lipo. I even had my arms done too. Had my arms done as well, and BBL. Not super big, fits my frame. Wish it was bigger. Second round coming soon. So I kind of wanted to talk to the girls because at this point I'm healed. I feel like I'm healed, not 100%, about 96% healed from when I got my surgery. So I wanted to kind of share some things, share my experiences, and kind of just start with the foundation. What are some things that you would want to consider before surgery? Plastic surgery. Everybody's like, I'm ain't talking about everybody, I'm talking about me. I used to be like, I want my butt bigger. I want the skin to go away. I want this and I want that. But let me tell you this, there's some things that you definitely going to have to even consider, not even decide on anything, just think about before actually putting your deposit down with the doctor and saying, hey, I want to go through with surgery. So I want to start with the point. Got to make sure that you're healthy. Make sure you're healthy. This, if you have any pre-existing conditions, depending on the doctor, they may not work on you. And when I say make sure you're healthy, that means for me, since I was a diabetic, I was a little bit more extreme with my pre-op assessments and testing and all that good stuff. I would recommend average person at least 90 days prior to your surgery date. 90 days, it could be 6 months. As long, you need to get your blood work checked. I mean, you need to get your blood work checked. You need to know what your A1C numbers look like, your blood pressure look like, your cholesterol look like. You need to understand what's going on internally, because I would hate for somebody to go overseas to another country, especially get all the way over there and find out your blood work not together and the doctor won't operate on you. Don't get it twisted. Just because I went to Dominican Republic, there are doctors that are really strict and follow certain guidelines that will not work on a girl if her numbers are not correct. So you got to think about what your BMI is, how much you weigh. If they saying, hey, I'm not gonna do surgery on a girl that's 32 BMI and over, body mass index 32 and over, guess what? You gotta pull out your calculator, figure out your height, your weight, play with the weight and see what weight you need to come down to in order to qualify for that BMI. First things first. And I'll talk about more in further videos in regards to what I did to prepare myself, even though I'm a diabetic type 2. So, also vitamins. You know, your doctor will tell you like what vitamins to take. It's gonna be like a slew of vitamins. They'll say 30 days, maybe 60 days before. I'll go with the golden rule for everything when it came to pre-surgery. That was 3 months in advance. I started to take my vitamins. Off the top, the vitamins that I was taking: vitamin C, zinc. I was taking bromelain. I was taking vitamin D, C, I said that, B12, and a whole bunch of other vitamins. I'll take care of that like in a further video and kind of break down exactly what vitamins that I did take right before the surgery, the day after I woke up, and what I was taking like for a year. You know what I mean? So you have to consider that part, taking your vitamins. Are you that person that will stick to a regimen and take the vitamins as prescribed? You have to kind of consider that stuff, right? Before you say, hey, I'm going to get surgery. And then can't cut corners. This process, you can't cut corners and try to do things your way or do it not like the doctor prescribed, because it won't work out for you in the end. So, third thing I wanted to touch on, diet and nutrition. Very, 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 very important. Just a little snippet of meat. I don't eat meat, so that helped me a lot. I don't eat beef, I don't eat pork, I don't eat chicken, I don't eat turkey. But that helps me out because of I wasn't getting all that sodium. A lot of sodium is in preservatives. I wasn't getting all of that. So it helped me. It helped me drain. It helped me not be bloated after surgery. So your nutrition, I'm not out there saying, oh, y'all become vegetarians or pescatarians before your surgery. No. Be mindful of your salt intake. If you're eating pork, try not to eat as much pork, because pork and plastic surgery don't mix. That's another story that I will get into. But definitely diet, your nutrition, a lot of raw vegetables, a lot of fruits. If you're not a vegetable person or a fruit person, juice, make smoothies, because you got to get that stuff in your system. You got to get your system ready. At least 3 to 6 months, even a year, if you like a stickler like me. You know what I mean? Because I just was on it because I did not want it to have bad results or me ended up in death or me getting an infection, XYZ. Why I say diet and nutrition is important? Let me tell you this. A lot of girls be like, oh, I don't want to go out the country because I don't want to get infections. Or I don't want to go to this doctor because this girl got infection. Let me break it down to you. Infections are 9 times out of 10 not the doctor's equipment, not the doctor's facility. The infection is because your immune system is trash. The infection comes because when you have a weak immune system, so anything that you get exposed to, immune system is not just fighting a cold or a flu, bacterial or a viral infection. Your immune system also protects you from bacteria and other infections throughout your body. So say for instance, tummy tuck come. Say if I do get exposed or maybe the nurse didn't wash me up that day. Guess what? Homegirl didn't get infections because my immune system was very strong prior to surgery. It has to be strong. You gotta put fruits and vegetables in your body one way or another prior to surgery. If you don't, you risk a chance of getting an infection and or not getting the visible results like you want. My last point that I wanted to touch on was my favorite, fajas and massages. So I was getting lymphatic massages, body contouring maybe a year and a half before I decided to get surgery. My body was already draining good, my immune system was good, my lymphatic system was already working well. Homegirl did not retain water. I just want to share a real quick story. When I was in Dominican Republic and after surgery, you know, I had paid for 12 massages. So I had a massage therapist will come to my recovery house once a day for a massage. I had fluid taken out my stomach, I want to say twice, my back once, and that's it. There was no extended massive amounts of fluid, none of that. And I equate that to having lymphatic massages before my surgery. My massage lady would tell me she was getting my skin ready, oxidizing my skin. My lymphatic system was working. So guess what? When I got my tummy tuck, that too was draining. It was draining. It was draining by itself because my body was already, already functioning, already on that rhythm, that pattern to drain itself. So that's what saved me a lot of grief. I'm not even gonna hold you. I had roommates at the recovery house. I just know people in where I go and get my massages that I see girls that it's like, dag, it's 2 months after her surgery, why she still got fluid in her stomach like that, or why she still got fluid in her back like that. Diet, nutrition, and also how well your lymphatic system drains by itself. And that faja gang, are you willing to be in a faja after surgery for like 3 to 6 months? Like, are you really willing, not just, faja train, weight training, I'm weight training, I'm faja. No. Are you willing to be a part of the Faja game. Like really, literally living in your Faja for 3 months straight, in addition to pads and your boards and your foam pads, honey. So those are some things to consider, because I've seen so many girls that do not follow the assignment. So many girls want to get out their Faja before it's time, or they want to pop out and not wear their Faja how they supposed to, or they stop wearing their boards in their foam. The boards in that foam help like, you know, help mold it, help like shape it, you know what I mean? They don't wear that stuff, so it's like, now what? So my thing is, are you willing to make sure that you're healthy, go to the doctor, follow up with your health prior and after your surgery? Are you willing to stick to a really rigid regimen of vitamins to make sure your immune system is getting what it needs? Are you willing to eat well? Take that pork off your fork, and there's no disrespect to the people that eat pork, but pork and plastic surgery does not mix. Now, if in Dominican Republic, if pork is something they're not serving to eat in a recovery house, pay attention. You know what I mean? They eat pork a lot. They like, pork is like their first like meat in Dominican Republic or Hispanic culture. So the fact that they don't serve girls fresh out of surgery any type of pork product, that says a lot. You know what I mean? So are you willing to eat well? Are you willing to go to your massages and wear your Faja and be bundled up like a burrito and be uncomfortable, and your back is gonna be hurting after surgery, but you still gotta wear that Faja? So I'm saying to say this, these are some great things I think that you should consider before putting your deposit down, before making that major move or that decision or starting to research doctors. Just make sure that you got the discipline, and if you have like that motivation to really stick to the script, because you would hate to go through pain, go through spending all that money, and you don't get the results you want. So Pretty Misfit gang, more to come. Thank you for listening. Subscribe to my channel, and